What is going on, my peeps? Man Versatile is back with another video, back here to talk about WandaVision and what's next from Marvel. Yes, WandaVision ended about a week ago, and we are now looking forward to Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But what did WandaVision actually accomplish for the MCU, and should we actually be more happy than sad about what we actually got from that series? Now, before we get into that, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys hit the like button on this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you never miss my videos. That way we can sit back, chillax, and see what's cracking. Now let's get into the video. Now, in terms of WandaVision, what we got from that show, I will say that the show and the MCU, what they have been trying to help us to appreciate is to calm down our expectations. And that's a good thing, because it's one thing to theorize and have predictions and ideas, and because we've seen this in the comics and because we've seen this before and this is linked to that, wop wop, we can have theories. Cool, there's nothing wrong with having the theories, but don't set your expectations on those theories, because you made those theories up. Marvel, MCU, the writers, the director of these shows and series and TV and movies are not promising us anything, so we inadvertently set ourselves up for failure or to be mad and not like something because we had our own expectations built on our own theories. And that's not fair to the creation that we appreciated, which was the show. WandaVision, as Kevin Feige has said, and that it has been plainly basically stated by the show, is basically a prequel to, or an epilogue, if you will, to Doctor Strange 2 Multiverse of Madness. That is what WandaVision was accomplishing, and that it did. Now, Kevin Feige has not been, I wouldn't say optimistic, but he's been very skeptical, if you will, about a season 2, and it makes sense if we don't get one, because it's supposed to start stuff for Doctor Strange 2. That's how much story they had to tell for Wanda, for Vision, and basically for what the multiverse is about to start unraveling for us as MCU fans. That's something I appreciated. When I was watching the show, I will admit that the first 3 episodes were a little slower than expected. I did expect them to do the experimentation with the nostalgia, and I liked it, especially for the first episode, because it was really cool. The second episode was really cool too. But then when it was like the 3rd episode, it was like, oh boy. But you also noticed the progression in each episode was skipping through decades, right, or generations of entertainment that we either watched or appreciated as we grew up. And the original plan from the showrunner said that they were actually supposed to drop the first 3 episodes when WandaVision initially came out, but they ran out of time and they didn't have enough time to complete the finale and all that kind of stuff. So that's what kind of prompted them to space it out as they did. And I think that would have made more sense, because when you look at the first 3 episodes, they tied so well together that when you had a break between the 2, it almost felt like, oh, that's right, we here, huh? And so like when episode 4 came, it was almost like a breath of fresh air from the perspective of, okay, now we're getting some explanations about about some things, what's going on, who's who. And from 4 to the finale, it busted everything open. And so that's one of the things that I appreciated about the show, is that it's a TV show, first of all. So it's weekly. Oh, it leaves you on a cliffhanger, and we about to get to it. What also it showed was, if they really, really wanted to, they could have just made this I think it was 6 hours, but this could be one complete run, and you really wouldn't have no issue with it, because each episode literally followed up with what was next, like Infinity War and Endgame. It was basically a pause, and then you hit play, and it continued right on from there. And that's one of the things I appreciated about the style in which they chose to shoot the series and the way they dispensed it to us. So for me, it was dope. Seeing Vision's story come alive, Wanda's vision come alive, and then for them to accomplish what we are hoping to see, which is some level of mutant X-Men type stuff with, Wanda. That is what we're hoping to see. But I'm not gonna be mad if we don't get that in its full scale, because there is a lot. And if you keep up with the comics, Wanda's story changes as to like who's her parents or how she disrupts things. It seems like it's always changing in the comics. So with that, it's really hard to tell what is going to happen with Wanda and Doctor Strange 2 Multiverse of Madness. We know with Spider-Man 3, it's heavily speculated that it's a Spider-Verse going on in there. So of course, who's not excited and ready for the Spider-Verse live action? And supposedly Miles Morales is supposed to get introduced. That would be dope. Now hear me out. If we don't get Miles Morales, it doesn't take away from the movie not being good, nor should we expect to see Miles Morales. We should expect to see a good movie with at least Tom Holland and the crew and cast that we saw from Far From Home. And knowing that he's gonna have some legal issues prompts us to maybe see or think that if not Matt Murdock, Daredevil, She-Hulk, since she's got a TV show coming up, may not be also involved in the movie. Those are some more realistic expectations, of course. But even then, again, if we don't get them, we do know we're getting a She-Hulk series, and there is a good chance Charlie Cox will be here for Daredevil. But in terms of Spider-Man in itself, we are promised a good movie, and that's all we can really ask for. So nothing wrong with having theories, but what we need to do is just be happy that this turned out to be good and it ended good. Vision, I think, went off to Wakanda because Shuri was reprocessing Vision's code right before, Corvus Glaive or Proxima Midnight, one of the two, came in there and, just, interfered with her doing that. So she had to basically save it and run. So I don't know how much of that she completed, but I think that's what Vision is going to go seek, is Shuri, to see what was going on with how the progress she was making on, I forgot what the word was. It was basically recoding how the Matrix, that the Mind Stone was connected to his body, where he could still keep his data and keep himself and remove the Mind Stone. So that's what I think is going on with White Vision, or Spectral Vision, whatever we calling the white Vision. So that's what I think was going on there. What's next? So what's next for Marvel? Well, we know we got Falcon and Winter Soldier coming up, and will that touch on anything that we saw in WandaVision? No, I don't think so. And the reason being is because unless they've re-edited or reshot some stuff or shot new stuff for Falcon and Winter Soldier, the original order for these shows to come out was that WandaVision was going to come out around this time anyway, but we would have already gotten Falcon and Winter Soldier. So we actually might get Doctor Strange in Falcon and the Winter Soldier and not in WandaVision. So for me, that's my theory or prediction, is that we'll see Doctor Strange, if anything, in Falcon and Winter Soldier. Baron Zemo, of course, is playing a big role. This seems like it's going to be very Mission Impossible-esque with Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So that's what's next on the horizon. We know we're not getting Black Panther 2 and Doctor Strange 2 until next year. And supposedly next year we actually might be getting 5 movies. And that's not even accounting for the TV shows. So, woohoo! That's what I'm excited for. I ain't had no problem. It's good to finally get some content back from Marvel. And the way this year's going, and maybe for years to come, we're getting content every week from Marvel. So that's something that we should be very, very excited about. And is that the MCU is back. And hopefully Black Widow comes out and it also releases on Disney Plus. That would be great. I would pay to see that on there. Let me know down in the comments section below what you guys think about WandaVision, about Falcon and Winter Soldier. Would you like to see Black Widow on Disney Plus? Are you excited for the amount of content that we're getting? And let me know down your theories in the comment section below as well. But again, let's not be mad if they don't come true. Let's just be happy we're getting good content, as long as the content is good, of course. Now, if it's bad, like Thor 2, although revisiting it, it's not as bad. If it's bad, we understand. Give it its credit for being bad. But if it is good, don't take away from it because we couldn't get specific theories to come true. All right, let's start doing that as MCU fans. All right. So again, let me know down your guys' thoughts in the comment section below, and let me know if you guys want to hear my predictions and thoughts about Falcon and Winter Soldier. If you guys want to see me actually create more content around that. I know I was going to a WandaVision, and then the way it was confusing, I was like, I'm not even gonna try to put anything out there yet until it's all said and done, so that way I can just run through it real quick, as I just did. So let me know down in the comment section below if you guys want to see that as well. But your man Versal signing out, and until the next video, wait for it.